It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason: to exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars. It causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect. In the last episode, we were given the task of exposing Saren as a traitor. And that's basically what we're going to be doing for this episode, and potentially the next one. But first...
The one over by the Keeper.
What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind. Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking. Is there something wrong with that?
No. I guess it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I'm using a small scanner to gather readings on the Keepers. So far I've had mixed results. I find it difficult to get near the creatures.
Why were you being so secretive about it, though?
Well, technically we're not supposed to disturb the Keepers. I don't really think my scanning disturbs them, but the authorities might disagree. I'd like to do it more openly, but it's not really worth getting arrested over.
I could help you out. I'm not worried about the authorities.
I don't even know who you are.
I'm Commander Shepard with the Alliance military.
Well, I suppose I could use the help. You'll need this. It's the scanning device I developed. Activate it each time you see a Keeper. All collected data will automatically upload to my database. I'll even send a few credits your way for each unique scan.
What are you doing with the data once you've scanned it?
Trying to learn whatever I can about the Keepers. We see them working everywhere, yet we know so little about them. I'm a scientist. I want to know what makes them tick.
I should get going then.
Yes, I have much work myself. So long, and good luck with the scanning.
So basically now is the best time to obtain that quest, because as we can see here, there's a keeper. Scan it. I think there's 23 or something in total. You'll see a little visualizer will come up from the side, pointing out like where that one was and how many we've done. All the time around the Citadel, you come across them all the time, so it's, I'd say all the time, too many times there. But yeah, it's worth just grabbing that quest, and just whenever you see a keeper, you can scan it. For now, what we need to do is basically, we've been given 2 leads to expose Saren. One was to kind of, to talk to Barlavon. The other one is to talk to Garrus, the bloke who's investigating him. We're going to start with Barlavon, so we're going to use rapid transit to warp to the embassies, which is on the Presidium. Now here we basically want to, these arrows kind of point you around a bit, and we want to kind of go to the financial district, which is over there, where this sign's pointing to. It's a bit of a walk, so you can have a little look around the scenery at the time, and basically, I'm just going to quickly talk about what the Keepers are, because they don't really mention it much, but the Keepers are basically little insect cyborg things that basically keep the entire Citadel running, but when the Asari first turned up to the Citadel, like they were the first race to find it, no one had built it, they were just kind of there, operating it, and they kind of keep it all running. But no one really knows much about them. They kind of have a lot of tunnels they skitter around and just generally keep the place clean and tidy, but no one really knows much about them, so kind of hopefully this scanning will help. Doink! That's another keeper. And if we come on here, activate this. Basically, I don't know if you have to or not, but I always feel I need to. Basically, if you activate one of these, then you can walk back to it at any time. I think you just actually have to technically go near it, but I always like use it and then exit it just to kind of be sure that I have to kind of activate it. Anyway, we're kind of close enough here. Here's interesting. Have a look at that monument. I'll talk more about it later, but it's pretty cool looking, and I'll explain the significance of it once we actually know some more about it. But if we come down here, there's some other kind of stuff going on, because you will see over here is a new species. A very interesting new species. It's a shopkeeper, he's the Emporium shopkeeper, but this is a Hanar.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent Emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
For the same reason that humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only refer to themselves in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
I'd like to see these rare and wonderful items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
So this guy is basically just a kind of standard shop, but I thought I'd show him off mostly because Hanar are Hanar are a really interesting kind of species. Just so kind of get a bit of background on them there, but we'll learn more about them later. But basically, I'm just going to do a bit of buying and selling stuff. The most important thing to notice here is the Certa Foundation license, which only costs 100 credits, and lets expands the stock of the Normandy Quartermaster. That's pretty cool. Going to just do some equipment stuff, ignore me. Right, with that done, I'm going to, well, you can see there's a kind of exclamation mark on the thing, which means there's kind of a side quest over there. But we're not going to do that. Actually, no, we are. I lied. This is exactly what we need to do. Because I thought this was somewhere else. But no, we're actually where we need to be. This is Barlavon, another new species. He is a Volus.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. It is a great honor to welcome the heroes of the Blitz.
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barlavon. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
I heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. And I do know something about Saren.
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune. But these are exceptional circumstances. So I am going to give it to you for free.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business. until Saren turned on him.
Saren's turned on a lot of people lately.
I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
How do I find him?
I heard he was paying Citadel security a visit. If you hurry, you can probably catch him before he leaves the CSEC Academy.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with CSEC?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Thanks for the info.
My pleasure, Commander.
So, we got a bit of kind of information there on a potential lead. We also met the Volus. Volus are really weird because basically their planet has ridiculously high like atmospheric pressure. So it's like the equivalent of like living in the deep ocean or something like that. So they have to wear those suits whenever they're on a different planet. Basically they're like pressurized suits because otherwise they would like expand and burst in kind of normal kind of environments. Anyway, I was going to rapid transit to... Where was I going to go to? I was going to go back to the embassies. Consort chambers was the last one we activated. This one is financial, I think, but we'll go back to the embassies. So, if we follow, where is it? This one. This takes you down to kind of the CSEC Academy. There is a warp point down there, and we need to go and activate that, because otherwise it's like 2 elevator rides every time we get here. And, yeah, I bitched last episode about the elevator rides in this game, and I'm not going to stop bitching about that ever. These ones are ridiculous. There might be a conversation in it, but sometimes there's just shitey elevator music, so let's see.
In light of the recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
You do occasionally get little bits of news and like chats between your squad mates and stuff, so I'll show them when it's one we haven't heard before, but otherwise I will speed through it because these are ridiculous. But there's a warp point down here we can activate, so we don't have to do at least this one again, and rapid transit is much faster than the elevators, which is really odd, not worked it out, but anyway, if we utilise this, that's been saved for later, and, oh no, don't draw my damn weapon, put that away. There's an exclamation mark behind us, which is our quest thing, if we go over it. There's a couple of officers talking to Wrex. Let's investigate.
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
I don't take orders from you.
This is your only warning, Wrex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Yes, human?
I'm trying to bring down Saren. Barla said to talk to you.
Barla is a wise man. We may share a common goal, human.
Enlighten me.
I've been hired to kill the owner of Korra's Den, a man named Fist. He did something very foolish.
He betrayed the Shadow Broker.
A Quarian showed up here on the Citadel. She was on the run. She wanted to trade information for a safe place to hide, so she went to Fist. He promised to arrange a meeting between her and the Shadow Broker. Instead, he contacted Saren.
Fist's not too smart.
He's just greedy. Saren paid him a small fortune for the Quarian. He had to. She has evidence connecting him to the Geth.
If we get our hands on that evidence, we can prove that Saren's a traitor. And the Council will have to listen to us.
Where's the Quarian now?
Last I heard, Fist still had her. Probably somewhere inside his club. You help me kill Fist, she's all yours.
I want to know more about your employer.
Can't tell you much. All I got was a coded message with the details of the job. Standard procedure.
What about Garrus, that Turian? He wants to take Saren down too.
He might come in handy.
He was here just before you showed up. Said he was going to follow up a lead on his investigation. Wanted to speak to the doctor at the med clinic.
Move out.
So, we've now obtained a new squad mate, so we can kind of choose between them. It tells you at the bottom of the screen, it will tell you, like, the kind of strength of your squad, because I'm, like, half tech, half combat. If we we'll have Caden in, add him in, and brings that, and then With Wrex, nice and balanced, so let's do that. You can only have 2 squad members at a time, and there are only certain times where you can change. You have to like go back to various points. But anyway, Wrex. Let's talk about Wrex. Wrex is awesome. He is the equivalent of a Vanguard, so he's basically combat and biotic. He's a Krogan Battlemaster. So of his, I'm going to level up his assault rifles talent, extremely useful. And if anyone has assault rifles, they should use it because they're really useful weapons because they're just like rapid fire. And we'll give him warp as well because biotic warp is awesome. It's basically just a kind of, well, it describes it as, yeah, perfect a powerful mass effect field that wreaks havoc on a subatomic level, which you know is going to be cool. It's just a kind of nice whack in the face. Let's put some equipment on Wrex quickly because we've got, weirdly enough, the very eagle-eyed among you may have noticed, we picked up some Krogan armor, which is for him. It's heavy, so we can't wear it yet, but we, picked that up on Eden Prime, of all places. Oh, his helmet looks seriously cool. But yeah, I'm just going to equip him, and then we'll head off. Right, so they mentioned about Garrus, who's kind of the other kind of potential lead that we had, and they said he's kind of currently pursuing his own investigations as to where that is if we go to Cora's Den. So we have arrived at Cora's Den, but we don't actually want to go here yet, because we actually want to come back here to the lower markets. Do we want to go to the lower markets? Fine, we'll go to the lower markets. This isn't the ideal place I want to go, but basically, until you've discovered all the Citadel rapid transit points, getting around here is a bit of a bitch. But it's nice when you're here to I can kind of walk you through it. Oh, loading. There we go. Loading is a serious problem this game has. There's a lot of loading. Ah!
Is that really? Wow, it's you. You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
I spent most of my time trying to stay alive and help the colonists.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Here you go.
Thanks. I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. Oh, but next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
You'll see him, Conrad Werner, crop up occasionally throughout the kind of thing, so it's just worth kind of starting to talk to him now. There's a couple of shops around here. There's that guy, Expats, sells a kind of useful shop. There's a keeper in the corner. Scan that. And then if we come over here, you can see in the distance there is a Citadel rapid transit point. So if we activate that, we can kind of walk back to, I think this is the upper markets. So that'll be useful. There's another store downstairs as well, Moorlands, and we'll come across that a little more later. If we come through here, open the door. It's kind of jerky frame rates. This game is a bit weird sometimes. Right, if we come over here, we're now on the wards, and there is a person here, Emily Wong.
Commander Shepard? Excuse me, Commander Shepard! I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Sounds like a good cause. If I find any information, it's yours.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Just makes sense to kind of grab that quest kind of while we are here. There is, I believe, another rapid transit point somewhere nearby. But, oh yeah, there it is, right, straight the hell in front of us. 'Cause this is the med clinic. But we'll just activate this thing first. So we've got, oh, there's a keeper in the corner. Let's scan that fellow. And if we kind of activate this to make sure we can kind of come back here at any point. There'll be a lot of this in these kind of early Citadel episodes. Then if we go into the med clinic.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or Who are you?
Let her go.
Ah!
Right, so Garrus is over here clearly doing some investigating, and we've got a bit of a chance to kind of do some awesome shit, because we can show off Wrex's powers now. So Wrex has Barrier himself that kind of raises his shields and gives him like really high shields temporarily, and Warp, which does this. Yeah, didn't do a lot of damage, I don't think it quite hit properly, but these thugs are extremely easy to take out. Oh, we've got a level up, that's quite useful. Not sure who he's talking to. Ooh, Medigel, nice. If we crouch behind here, we might be able to just take these two out with a grenade. And wallop! Man, that was fucking powerful. Awesome. I think that's just about done in here. Yep. So, we can finish it up. I thought it finished automatically, but it looks like you have to talk to Garrus.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to... Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up. Keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
The one I told you about, Shepard.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
Fist is going to be waiting for us. When we hit him, we better hit him hard.
And just like that, we obtain Garrus for our team. Garrus is freaking awesome. He's the same as us, if you notice. Like, he is also basically the equivalent of an infiltrator. And these two are my favourite combination of squad mates, kind of Garrus and Wrex. I'm going to mix it around a lot, generally, to kind of keep it more interesting. But these two are the best. If we just look into Garrus's skills quickly... I've leveled up, actually, so I can give myself some stuff. I've unlocked sniper rifle, so I'm going to whack a point into that. And I think I'll put another point to electronics, so I can now use kind of average electronics. There's hard and master, there's like master electronics up there, but you don't really come across hard electronics stuff that often, so it's not really kind of particularly important thing. And then I'll put a point in decryption as well, because then we can start doing decryption. The higher you kind of get those two up towards the top, like the earlier you get those two up towards the top, the better, because it just means there's less stuff closed off to you. Wrex, we will just give him, again, we'll give him a point in assault rifles, and a point in warp. So, Garrus is kind of very similar to us, like he's got assault rifle and sniper rifles instead of pistols. His assault rifle skill is not that useful. He really kind of excels with sniper rifles, so it's worth going through assault rifles just to unlock sniper rifles and then do that. Eventually, he can use medium armor, which is quite useful, so I'm going to put a couple of points in tactical armor. And then we've got decryption, he's kind of got that again, so that's not particularly useful. So basically just going to give him a 1 in his kind of class skill, which is Turin Agent, which increases accuracy with all weapons and damage with assault and sniper rifles. So just basically makes him a better shooter. He's got powers, but powers aren't where he excels. It's the kind of long distance thing, because other than like you and me and Ashley, he's the only one who can use sniper rifles. We picked up some Turian armor as well while we were on Eden Prime, so we can give that to him, because that's actually better than his standard armor in every way. It looks kind of cool. Hold on, wait for it. There we go. This game, one of the things it has really badly is texture, like pop-in, like stuff's really low quality at first, and then it kind of loads in one by one, but like these slightly higher quality models, but it's really noticeable. Anyway, it's been 25 minutes. That's probably a good point to call this episode. These earlier episodes, I have the stuff I want to get done in the episode, and I'm just going to basically play them until I've got that done, regardless of how long the episode is, so you'll get a couple of longer episodes. But anyway, next episode, we will be tracking down Fist and trying to find this Quarian that's got important information that'll be useful in taking down Saren. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you'll join me next time. Good day.